With the recent increase of new listings, the Orange County housing inventory has steadied. I'm Eric Engelbert with Orange County Real Estate. Welcome to our weekly market report. It's a nice change of pace having our inventory steady because we had 4 weeks of declining inventory. Most of that is because we had a handful of new listings in the last 7 days. Our under contracts and pendings grew, so there is still a sign of buyer demand. I know the interest rates ticked up a little bit last week, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen with buyer demand moving forward. I know there's still a few good loans out there. Some portfolio lenders like Bank of the West are offering good loans. There was recently a good loan out of Bank of America, which was a 5% 30-year fix. So there are good loans out there, but the normal or the advertised rate is over 6% right now, so we'll see if that affects buyer demand. Let's jump right into the stats, and our first slide is our inventory slide, and we notice that in Orange County it stayed pretty steady from last week. We're at 2,421 residential units for sale. In the United States, we did see a drop in inventory in the United States, and we're still going down. That's just single family homes. We're at 436,558 single family homes for sale in the United States. Hopefully the spring market starts. I know some places are just buried with snow and cold weather. Here in Orange County, our spring market has started, which we see with an increase in new listings in the last 7 days at 508. But a lot of the country is still dealing with bad weather, so their spring market hasn't started yet. Total sold in the last 7 days, 322. Let's jump up 2 lines here. The OC under contract and pending to 1,843. That number has gone up for 4 straight weeks. And so that means buyer demand is still out there. It's not insatiable buyer demand like we had during the pandemic. It's a good buyer demand, but we're still having this inventory problem, our low inventory. So we're going to obviously monitor what happens with all of that, but those are the stats on our inventory slide. So the next slide is our days on market slide, and we had a clean sweep here of every sector going down, every price range going down. So you can see the median days on market's gone down, the average days on market's gone down, and there was a big jump in over 2 million. So we on the luxury end, that dropped quite a bit to 49. So we can see that there's still some demand in the luxury end. All right, the next slide is our key stats. So the OC median single family list price dropped a little bit to 1.349, and the condo list price dropped to 729. So we'll keep an eye on that. That is an interesting number. We'll see if there's going to be any trends from week to week. It's hard to say that there's a trend this week or that, but if it happens for a month straight, then obviously there's a trend, because both of those had gone up in prior weeks this year. So we haven't seen any one trend of everything dropping or everything raising yet. All right, sold price versus list price. This number's gotten a little bit bigger. So homes are selling for 2.4% less than the list price. That's letting us know that buyers and sellers are negotiating a little bit, and there's usually a little bit of room to negotiate off the list price. OC immediate sales, this has also gone up to 4.1%. This has steadily increased over the last month and a half. I think we had 1 week where it went down, but overall it's been going up. So those are homes that accepted an offer in the first 2 days of being listed. So that's another sign of increased buyer demand. Usually it's those really nice houses that are priced well, those go quickly. All right, OC price reductions, that also went down, just ticked down a little bit. And that has been a trend this year also. Price reductions as starting to be not as common. During the holidays, a lot of homes were taking price reductions, trying to attract buyers, and that has lessened. All right, the next slide is our Costa Mesa SFR data. First line is the average list price. That went down slightly. Average days on market also went down to 39. Price reductions, we still have 10 properties that have price reductions. That's the same as last week. The total inventory is down, so the percentage is down. And then relisted, we have 1 property that's been relisted. That means they went into escrow and for some reason, maybe the buyer couldn't perform, they couldn't come to terms on something, and so they had to take it, put it back on the market. All right, total inventory for single-family homes in Costa Mesa, that went down by 1 to 36. And then the next slide is our condo data for Costa Mesa. The average list price jumped up to $959,000. We had a couple of condos that were listed pretty high, one at 1.7 and change and one at 1.5 and change. And that one at 1.5 actually is considered a condo, but it doesn't have any attached walls. And the one for 1.7 is a tri-level with a rooftop that has an ocean view. So those are two recent listings just this week that's going to make that average price go way up. But the average days on market went down considerably to 58. This number was high compared to all the days on market in Orange County, and also the SFR, the single family homes in Costa Mesa, was much lower than the condos days on market. So wanted to keep an eye on this, and we had a good jump downward here, 14 days. That's quite a bit. Price reductions, 33%, relisted, just one had been relisted, and total inventory 24, so we had 3 new listings in the 3 new condo listings. All right, that's all our data here for this week. If you guys are interested in the data for a very specific area, we can get that data for you. We also have market reports for every city in Orange County on our website. It's easy to access, ocrealestating.com. Also, we have market reports for specific areas too, but like I said, just reach out. We can get this data to you. If you're considering buying in a specific area, it's good to know the data. If you're considering selling, it's especially good to know the data, what the sales cycle is, what the average days on market for that specific area. That'll indicate the sales cycle. And then also if there's 1 or 2 homes that have been listed for over 100 days, and then a couple others that sold in 1 or 2 or 30 days, what's the difference between those two? We like to point that out so that your house can be presented properly to sell quickly. Okay, you can call or text or email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week.